Now, tonight's shooting was the 72nd homicide in the city this year. This time last year, there were only 53. Local 12's Angela Ingram spoke with the chief today. She joins us live from police headquarters with how he plans to reduce that number. Angela.
Well, Cammie, last year the number of homicides in the city dropped sharply, but this year they're back up again. The chief says he has new strategies and plans to help make the city safer. It's only been 90 days since he took office. Chief Jeffrey Blackwell is aware the city faces challenges. This time last year, there were 53 homicides. This year, the number jumped to 72. The chief says homicides are usually personal crimes.
Rival gangs, rival drug dealers, things like that. So it's really hard to measure the success of your platform or of your department if you only look at the homicide rate. That being said, however, clearly the number is too high, and one of my goals is to reduce that number.
Blackwell has already made changes to improve visibility of the officers. In certain situations, hats are required again, something former Chief James Craig changed. Also, officers must use lights full time on their cars while patrolling. Now, Chief Blackwell is focusing in on connecting with people in the neighborhoods and youth programs.
But I want to do midnight basketball as well. We're going to kick that off next month. We're kind of reattaching ourselves to the POW concept, the Police Activities League, Cincinnati Police Activity League.
The chief says reaching kids, especially at-risk youth, is key to fighting violent crime.
They don't have any hope. They can't see out of their present circumstance. The walls of that are too high for them to look over and around. But, you know, part of my goal and the goal of this department is going to be to reach into those kids' lives on a personal level.
There are also talks of possibly reorganizing the department, possibly changing the borders of the 5 districts to increase effectiveness. And in January, Cincinnati residents can meet the chief and all of the top brass at the department at community forums.
And we'll be in every district for a couple of hours each night to answer questions, to talk about what our vision is, what our strategy is for the 2014 year, and to hear from the city residents what's important to them.
And Chief Blackwell says the department is also working on that no snitch mentality, because that unofficial rule that exists in certain neighborhoods allows criminals to get away with violence. He says he understands, and so do the officers, that in many cases people are fearful of criminals, they're fearful of retaliation, but he says if responsible citizens just give officers the suspects' names, even anonymously, that police are far more likely to get those criminals behind bars. Live at District 1 Police Headquarters, Angela Ingram, Local 12 News. Cammie, back to you.
It all makes sense. Let's hope it works. Angela, thank you. The chief also put together a quality of life enhancement team. Officers have been in Over-The-Rhine for the holiday season, and they have reduced the daytime robberies down to 0 over the last 30 days.